Okay, my name is Malcolm Rice. My character's name is Ronell, and Ronell is a pretty cool, laid-back guy, kind of like a hopeless romantic type, but he's pretty cool. He's got a lot of wisdom, pretty good friend, so it's a little bit about my character.
I'm Tiffany Lamia. My character's name is Mary Williams, who is an 18-year-old who just graduated high school, and over the course of time, a few traumatic incidents changed the course of her life.
My name is Bria Potts. My character is Tanya Jones. She's your kind of typical 15-year-old in high school, just kind of want to fit in and do things that my peers are doing. I'm just a little sheltered and more reserved. So yeah, it's just a little bit about my character.
I am Nikila Booker, and my character name is Rashida Taylor, and I'm a tomboy, and my friend is trying to influence me more to come out and to be girly girl. So that's a little bit about my character.
My name is Kieris Robertson, and my character is Lisa Williams. She is a diva. She deals with a few insecurities, but she puts on this mask so nobody would really know what it is that she deals with and how she really feels. But more than anything, she's a diva, over the top, and she gonna come with it every time.
I'm playing Anthony, and 3 facts about my character is I'm a family guy, I'm cool, I got some baby mama issues, but that's alright.
So I'm Antonio Woodruff, and I'm playing the character of Jelani. And one thing about Jelani is I can relate to it because he was trying to provide for his mom and his sister. On my end, I don't actually have a personal sister, but I did have little cousins that I consider as my sister. So in getting into the script, and when Tracy asked me to actually do the part of Jelani, when I was studying, a lot of times I had to take a break because I found myself getting so much into it just due to the fact of, you know, not really having a father in the house and having to, as a son with a mom and you're her only son, you have this mindset of, I'm gonna go out of the way to make sure that she gets provided. You don't care. You do what you need to do.
I had to say a lot of my traits line up with Ronell's because you know, I'm oftentimes the person that people come to for advice, you know, sort of clear their heads a little bit. You know, Ronnie is typically like that friend that's there for everybody, and so that's sort of how my character coincides with who I am in real life. So, that's about it.
Yeah, for me, I was that girl that everybody expected to finish high school and go to college, and there was all these preconceived notions of what I was supposed to do and that sort of thing. So the character at the beginning is identical to who I was when I was graduating high school. You know, I was like in the box. I wasn't going to do anything outside of the norm or rock the boat.
Tanya and I are similar because growing up, I too came from a household, Christian household, you know, where I couldn't really do everything that a lot of my other friends were doing. So I can relate to her in that aspect. The only difference is Tanya's a little more reserved than I was at that age. I was really loud and outgoing, you know, I was the funny type. I just always make my peers laugh. But Tanya is just, she's kind of quiet and trying to fill everybody out and a little sneaky.
Well, I can't relate to my character at all because I'm not a tomboy. I'm a real girly girl. I've never been, you know, into boys' clothing or anything like that. So, I mean, I guess it's just, fun for me to try something different, to step out of character, but I can't really say I can relate to it.
With my character, I could definitely say around the age of 15 and 16 that I could relate to Lisa, only because I was the diva. I would have on heels no matter where I was going. I could be going to sit outside on the front porch and I was going to be dressed up with makeup on and with heels on, and I always went for the bad guys around that age.
It's relatable to, like, well, I guess you could say basketball, but I'm not really sure, like, kind of relatable, but I'm gonna say it's a predicament I don't want to get in my personal life. The way he carries himself around females. Like when y'all see the movie, when I'm around certain characters, you know that's Marcus.
It's like you.
Least traits is probably the womanizing, because he was a player. I mean, I had my time when I felt like that, but I would say that would be the least. And I'm not a hustler on that tip, you know, as far as the drug dealing and all of that. But as far as me and him having a lot in common, like I said, it's just the mom factor, the want to be able to take care of people, want to be able to help.
Most like their character, I don't know, I'd probably say myself. Like, I relate to Ronnie a lot. You know, just reading over the script and everything, he just really seems like the type of guy that I would sort of kick it with. Now, least like their character, I probably had to say Bree and her character. And it's not that Bree's not a sweetheart, but it's just like, this. I know this innocent role was just so sort of out of the box for her. so yeah, I'd probably say Bree.
Yeah, I think I would say Marcus. I think he is more like his character, always cracking up, cutting jokes. Because he's our little brother in the film, and so he actually plays. It's just normal and natural for him to do the kind of aloofness and all of that of his character. I think he owns that, but least like their character, I would have to say. I feel very uncomfortable. Like later on, as Mary evolves, it is totally like an alter ego for me. Like it's totally out of my norm, but I love the opportunity to be able to express something different.
I definitely agree with Tiffany on Marcus being most like his character. In the film, he plays my boyfriend, and I just can kind of see him being that kind of shy but fun person like his character is, like she was saying how he is as a little brother for her, just really fun and joke around. I think that the person that's least like their character is definitely Rashida, because she is definitely telling the truth. Like she's a really girly girl, so to see her, you know, completely outside of her comfort zone, and in completely like straight boy clothes. If y'all saw her in real life, like she is definitely not a tomboy.
For me, as we stated earlier, myself, because I'm not a tomboy, but I will have to go with being the most like their character is Antonio for me. It's because seeing him in real life, you know, the person that he is, you know, from the time that I've known him, he's a real nice, cool dude, nice gentleman. Clean cut or whatever, and in the movie he's like the total opposite, you know, when it comes to what he does in life, and it's not him at all. So
I would have to say most like their character, probably Malcolm, just because his character is really sweet, nice, down to earth, and like you said earlier, just gives off a lot of wisdom and advice, and Malcolm is actually like that in real life. Least like their character, I don't know, it's hard. Maybe Tiffany, and probably because I know her in real life, and how Mary is like the exact opposite. So it's kind of like Pastor bringing in the fishes or something like that. So I just have to say Tiffany.
I got two.
okay.
Bria and Antonio. They do like they cared. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, like everybody fits. When you really think about it.
I'm gonna tell you, that's probably my homeboy. Like I watch Malcolm. And he probably gonna get me for this, but I watch Malcolm all the time, and it's just like when he in character and we doing the part, it's the same as when we just chilling. So it's like I don't think I ever told him that, but when he watched this, he gonna be like, yeah, because I was just like, man, he don't say a lot, he be to himself, he have his headphones, he'll be doing something, and then when we on set, I sit back and I look at his character, I'll be like, yeah, he ain't just like his character for real, like, just like, who is Lise? I guess because I filmed with Renee, and I had to treat her the way I had to treat her doing some of the scenes. Probably her, because she was having to be a side chick, and like even before, like when we was outside, she was like, "Oh, I don't like this role because you just get to say whatever and treat me like whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, you wasn't the main entree, you know, you just a side piece, you know, like the green beans or the potato salad." So probably her.
I mean, I don't know, this seems like your classic high school love story, drama, all that. But it seems like they go through very grown-up type situations. So you'll get a lot of things from, you know, betrayal to you know, family issues, relationships, all that. It's just all that intertwined. So, you know, if you're a person on this earth and you exist, you will be able to relate to choices, because it really covers a lot of ground in terms of, like, you know, what we go through in life and the human experience. So, yeah.
I think that it forces us to deal with some of the things that may have been swept under the rug, especially in our culture, that people may have just kind of ignored and act like it didn't happen. It brings all of that back in the forefront, and it deals with a lot of things that even kids today are facing, and adults too, and it kind of forces you to deal with those demons that you thought were hidden in the past. They just kind of all come to life. So I think it's very, very eye-opening.
I think what a lot of people, especially around the age of our characters, can take away from this is things that they've been through as well, similar to some of our stories, because it's really relatable. There's something in every part of this movie with every one of us that has most likely happened to somebody that's in high school. So I think that'll be really relatable around the age range that we're playing. And yeah, that's it.
I think it'll get the message out to people around this age, because I mean, you know, you do some things that you're not supposed to do or not wanting to do, but you hang around the wrong crowd and make the wrong choices in life, and then you know, you have to deal with those choices you've made later on in life, and you know, you look back over your life and, you know, that's not who you want it to be, but that's who you were at the time, and you just want to make a life change. And, you know, this right here will get the message out to people, you know, to kind of like cope with life a little bit better, you know, than hanging around the wrong crowd and stuff like that. So
I think the message that people will be able to take from this movie, particularly adults, because a lot of times you hear adults say, what do kids go through? What do you have to worry about? You don't have any bills. But all of us sitting here at this table, our character is dealing with or going through something, whether it be abuse, hurt, death. Like, those things really affect kids, even at the ages of 15 and 16 and 17. But adults look at it like, you shouldn't have any problems because I'm taking care of it all, not knowing, you know, that that's not the truth at all. So I definitely think it'll bring awareness as far as and as it relates to adults.
When they see me, like, God, that's a good-looking dude. They gonna buy this movie and like, good Lord, I'm glad I bought this movie to see him. Cause look how fine he looks.
People are gonna see the chemistry that we had as a family on set. People are gonna be able to grasp each character's decision, and cause like I said, choices. It just, for me, it means a lot, because it's just a split second, and that's what dictates a lot of your life, is that moment, how you choose, yes or no. How they say your conscience, you got just one over here telling you to do this, one over here telling you to do this.
I don't know about anybody else, but I was sort of voluntold into this film by my acting coach, Miss Tracy Wynn. But it was a pleasure to be invited, you know, into the cast, and it's been nothing but a joy working with her and working with all these great people. So that was sort of my entrance into the film, and just really had a good time, you know, developing this character and playing this character, and, you know, getting to act with some really good friends of mine. So it's been an overall good experience.
I'm kind of similar to Malcolm. We both were in classes with Tracy. She's our acting coach. So I also was told that I was going to be in this film, which I was absolutely down for. Like, she makes sure that she really involves us in stuff, and it's really nice to know that she started a film and she started out with us just from being in her class. So she definitely wanted to get her students involved. And with me being one of her students, that's how I heard about it.
Well, Tracy and I worked at a job together, and we shared some of the same duties at the job, which brought us closer to communicating. And she shared with me some info about this upcoming movie she had, and I just kind of threw it out there, and I said, well, Tracy, let me know if you need me, and here I am.
With me, someone else that's a part of the movie actually referred me, and when I went to go speak to Tracy, she basically was like, tell me a little bit about you. And I went into my whole life, and she was like, oh my goodness, like, we relate. Like, everything that the character is going through is some things that you have went through, and that's how I ended up being Lisa, because I could relate to Lisa as far as just like life period, especially, you know, with bad choices in relationships or whatever the case may be. So really, we just kind of hit it off like on the first try.
And for me, Tracy was helping me on one of my projects. She's the acting coach for a project that I just that I had come out last year. And as we were at practice, she was like, "Hey, so I think I could use you in a movie." And I was actually like surprised but honored at the same time to be a part of this project. So I'm great. I'm happy to play Mary for Tracy. She's a wonderful leader.
We all have a good time. Like, it's a really fun cast. We all have really good personalities. We mesh well with each other. We do thousands of takes sometimes because we're silly, but we know how to be about our business as well. And we're all really talented, really great actors. So with that common ground and having the good spirits that we have, it's always a fun day on set.
Yes.
I would say the cast and the chemistry is really dope, and just to see how everybody embodies their character. Like, even with her, I would have never known that you were like girly until you said something, because like you play your character so well. Because I've only seen you outside of your character clothes maybe like twice.
So I got it in me just a little.
Yeah, I think we all jive pretty well though. I think we feed off each other's energy on scene and behind the scenes too. We cut up. We have too much fun sometimes. Sometimes we have too much fun, but I think it's a great cast overall. I'm happy to be a part of it.
What they said.
TGI Friday. Yes. Family Matters. Steve Urkel.
The Bernie Mac Show.
Well, when it comes to music, like Destiny Child and 3LW.
You know what? They actually had love songs. Like
real
love songs.
For men and for women.
Yeah.
Like Brandy, she used to kill it.
Yeah.
And for like the TV shows, the Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince.
Sitcoms. Like the 90s was the decade of the sitcoms.
Wholesome stuff that the whole family could sit down and watch together.
There was no reality TV. That was not a such thing.
I kind of miss, like, I like social media, but the interaction is so different now. Like, we actually had to talk to each other and like three-way each other on the home phone with the cord that stretched through the whole house. You know, like those kind of moments, like where you couldn't text anybody. You had to page them, and then they would call you back. The beeper was like, man, you had a beeper. You was it. You were it. You had came up in the world.
Not having a beeper, not followers.
Right, exactly.
It was so genuine.
Yeah.
The 90s was so genuine.
You had to really create relationships back then.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
It was fun. The clothes were the bomb.
Yes.
Always 90s style would be the best style.
Yeah.
True. True.
Key and Kel, all that. Mike Tyson and Michael Jackson videos. What was? No, BT was in 2000. And Master P. Pretty much it.
Every night is memory. Man, because you know I was just 4 when it came in. We're going on 4. 90s, you know, I had everything because I'm finna tell on myself, really. You know, I was the TLC guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know, all your family matters, all your TV shows, you know? That was probably my biggest thing. Thanks to Mom, I didn't do a whole lot when I was a child. I was the little boy when the street light came, hey, get your butt home. But the 90s was probably the best era I'll ever say. And I hate it for anybody born in the 2000s, you know. But 90s was just a great time musically, because I am a musician. A lot of music was placed out. So my biggest memories is probably all of the groups that came out in the 90s. The TV shows that were already out, because you don't see that anymore. Like now we just it's a bunch of filth. Like you can barely watch TV long enough to be like, ah man, this is actually a good show. You can't get into no show because it's drawing the same thing, which is so negative. Those TV shows that they were playing back then, everything was about family, about a father providing for his family, or about friends and situations that people could talk about. So the 90s was incredible. I mean, I enjoyed them. But that's it.